I'm a big reader. What's up, socials? Happy Savvy Tuesday. Today I want to talk to you about another book because I'm all about the books lately, as you could probably tell. This is another really great one I highly recommend. It's by my friend Chris Ducker and it's called Virtual Freedom. Chris is a good internet friend of mine and I was so eager to get this book. I didn't even bother to ask him for one. I immediately just bought it on Amazon because I was like, I gotta have it and I gotta have it now. This is something that I've been exploring a lot in my business, is hiring people to help me do things I don't necessarily need my hands on all the time. Really, really crazy idea when you start your own business, but it's just you and you're trying to do all the work that you can do and eventually it gets to be too much and it's like, how do I overcome this issue? Oh yeah, employ people. That's interesting. What an idea. Before that ever occurred to me, I actually thought about turning down work. Actually, I did turn down work quite a lot. And ideally, those probably weren't the best clients for me, but in some situations, they were probably somebody that I could have worked with and just had people helping me execute that work, therefore growing my business. It was a huge day when I realized growing my business meant that I can't do it by myself. So, whew. So what's really interesting about this is I had already hired people before I read the book, and I think that's okay. There's definitely a piece in here where if you're not familiar with it at all, I highly suggest you would just go through the whole book and understand what you're getting into. But there are definitely experiences in here that I've had to work through myself because I have hired people in the last 8 months. But it's been a really interesting ride and I've been adjusting accordingly, and reading this book helped me come up with even better ways to do that. The thing is, when you're a business owner, it doesn't necessarily mean you're a good manager, and that was what I was afraid of before hiring people, was that they were going to think that I was a crazy person and micromanager because I maybe just didn't know how to communicate with them effectively. But luckily that fear actually just helped me prepare a lot more going into it, that the person I'm working with is not my little underling. They're somebody that's helping me do something that I could be doing, but I don't necessarily have to anymore. Therefore, they're just as valuable as myself, and they should be treated that way, and we need to figure out what our flow of communication is going to be so that everybody's doing the best job that they can. And that's actually a lot harder than it sounds. So I highly suggest you check out this book. There's pretty much everything you would want to know about hiring a virtual assistant or people that just don't work in your office but working for you, how to find those people, how to communicate with them, how to get the work done the best way you possibly can so your business is properly represented by people who actually may have a business of their own and their business is to help you do yours. Definitely check out Chris Ducker. He's awesome. He's on Twitter. He has an amazing podcast, and this book is a must get. So check out the link in the description. You will get an affiliate to where you can buy this book on Amazon, and you need to let me know if you buy it so we can talk about all the things as you're continuing to grow your business and hiring people to help you do it. That's all for today's socials. Thank you so much for tuning in. I appreciate it as always. This has been your Savvy Tuesday episode. Tomorrow is Sexy Wednesday, and then of course a special episode coming up this Thursday for Social Thursday, so stay tuned for that. I have a little guest and we're going to talk about some fun things happening here in Columbus you should definitely watch for. And then of course Marketing Lifestyle Friday on the podcast, iTunes, and Stitcher. Make sure you tune in over there. But if you don't want to miss a thing, you definitely need to sign up for my e-newsletter, Amy's Elite, so you don't miss a beat. The link is in the annotation below, so click on that and join us, and I will see you tomorrow for Sexy Wednesday.